Hey, welcome back everybody. This is episode 25 of my Crafting Paradise Let's Play series. And last time we looked through the quests that we need to do in order to craft our own planet. So the last chain. And look what I found, guys. I was looking through all the cold biomes that we have on discs. And I was lucky to find it on icy hills. There's some blizz. So we're gonna capture one of these. Wanted to do that on camera, so you guys know what biome to get them from. And now we can make this liquid cryethium, I think that's what it's called, very easily by just keep spawning these. And you know, we have this endless supply of mob essence from the Blaze farm, so we're gonna put this to work. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys this and get this started. Because I think if I remember right, we need 25 buckets, 20 or 25 buckets of this stuff. And it takes 4 of these. Let's see here real quick. No, that's the hot stuff. What is the cold stuff called? Oh, something with gel. There we go, that stuff. Gelid cryethium. And we need to make 4 of... What? Where is it? We need to make this. I thought I'd make it out of... Oh, wrong recipe. There we go. So one of these, that's how you make it. But if I remember right, we need 4 of these for 1 bucket. So we're gonna need to make a lot of them, and every one of them... I'm not sure why I can't find the recipe right now. It's kind of weird. I can also not click... Oh, there we go. There it is. Cryethium dust. Makes 100. That would mean we need 10. Wow, okay. But the other stuff here, saltpeter, we can grow that ourselves. So I'm probably gonna do that in the desert biome and just set that up. I gotta check how much of the stuff we have. Maybe we already have a lot. We have endless snowballs and redstone, and you get 2 out of shapeless and probably 4 in the pulverizer. Yeah. So we're gonna need a lot of these. So let's get these set up. That's the slaughterhouse. Turn on this guy. Here. Ah. Careful where you click. What do we got here? Wither skeleton. Exact copy, yes. And let's turn it on. So now let's see how long it takes. There we go. Hopefully get a lot of this stuff. You kill them now. Do it. There we go. Alright. Oh, we get snowballs from this also. I didn't know that. Okay, so this should be no problem. And I also pulled out a bunch of these forest. I'm guessing these are mostly forest. I thought I had a seasonal forest and maple woods. I think those are the ones that I'm gonna need to find all the trees. Okay. But I'm gonna do that as soon as we set up the next part here. And we need, I think, 250 or something of the living rock. Whoops, wrong one. Let's see here. This. It was magic. There we go. 256 living rock. And you guys probably remember that I said that I had a few ideas on how to automate that. But I could not get any of them to work with block updaters and also the Steve Factory block updater and so on. Got too complicated, so I figured why not just use the turtle for this. Oh, I forgot to pick up stone. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, now I got the stone that we need for this. So I made a very simple program. What that does is on a 2-minute interval, the turtle breaks the block and moves around, and every time it breaks a block, it places a new piece of stone. And we're gonna need 4 stacks of this. And I'm putting 1 in the first slot because I'm checking the inventory, you know, only place stones. So it compares whatever is in here to this first slot. And so it doesn't pick up living rock and put this in the second slot here and then place it back down, because that'd be counterproductive. But all that does is, what I simply do here is, this program, see, that breaks the living rock and places stone and goes around, and when it's back here, a 2-minute timer starts, which is plenty of time for the new living rock to form. And then when that is formed again, it goes around over and over. I did not put any, you know, stop after a certain amount and so on. I'll just keep my eye on it. And if it is done, then it will just, if it's completely out of stone, then it will place down living rock again, but it doesn't hurt as long as we get these 4 stacks. So that is taken care of, and it's probably going to be done in probably an hour, 2 maybe. So that's an easy part here. And now I'm going to go ahead and load all these biomes and look for all the saplings for this quest. And there was a second one, if I'm not mistaken. I think this one right here. So I think there was 2 quests where we need a lot of saplings to turn in, and the vines and stuff we can also do easily. That's no problem. So once I got all these saplings, I'm gonna show you guys how I set this up over here. I'm not really gonna automate this. I'm probably just gonna turn this on and then keep my eye on it. And once I have 64, I'd put in the next sapling type and so on, because that's so fast with the fertilizer that these trees grow. That's gonna be in no time that we get that. And then I figured after that we are going to set up the automation for all this essentia distilling for all these vials that we need. So we're gonna do some Thaumcraft later. Alright, once I got all the saplings, I'll be back. So I got all the saplings that we need to get started. The maple saplings I got out of the maple woods biome. The yellow and orange autumn saplings I got from the seasonal forest. And the white and pink cherry saplings I got from the cherry blossom grove. And it didn't take long, but I came over here to check on the bliss progress, and this filled up way too fast for me. So I figured we're gonna place 2 barrels here for now and get the snowballs in here and the bliss rods in there, just to make sure this keeps going. And if those 2, if this ever gets full, well, then we should never need any more. But this one will fill a lot faster, so I'm gonna give it a void upgrade. So once it gets to 64 stacks, it's just gonna void the rest of the snowballs. And we have a, down there is a full barrel of snowballs also, and ice, I think. So we got lots of stuff here. And just put a transfer node over here. And I guess, let's see, fastest. And this should be fast enough. I don't think we need speed upgrades once this is empty. So let's turn this back on. And yep, I think that's good. So now let's go over. Actually, let me see if I have a big chest. Like this chest anymore. There's such a mess in here. And iron chest should be good enough, and we don't need any transfer nodes. Alright, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I'm gonna set this up down here. For the time being, I'm gonna turn off, oh, I'm gonna leave this guy on. Turn off the planter. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been putting saplings from this barrel, you know, just by hand whenever I'm in this area, and just put it in this chest, and we keep making dirt. Because we're gonna need a lot to turn in this stuff also. So now, well, let's just take it out in here. Once this harvester is done, it is done. Okay, good. Is this empty? Okay, and I think we've done this before over here for the rubber, if you guys remember. And I'm just gonna break this one, and um, this is gonna connect it. And I'm just gonna pump this into the chest for now. Because we don't need much for each one of them. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna turn this back on to the regular oak. Oops. Let's start with the maple. Okay. And consume stack off. And give this a go. Yeah, there we go. So this should go really fast. Just double check here. We need 128 of these two and the maple for this quest, but we also need it for this quest. So we need 3 stacks of the maple and the 2 cherry saplings. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and while this is running, I am going to start the research on Thaumcraft for the golems and the upgrades and so on. And I don't even know. Let's see here real quick. Did I ever research the yeah. So we already got the essentia distillation. I don't care about the tubes because I'm going to use golems to take it out, and we got jars. I am going to... Oh, there we go. I got it now. This is one that you need to click on to research it. Because there's some aspects I'm sure we're going to get a lot of, like arbor or something like this, that we won't need as much. And then I like to have these void jars so the golem can just keep emptying it. It doesn't back up the system. Okay, so sorry. Once I got the research done and I got all the saplings, then I'll tune back in. Okay, so before I show you guys what I've done in the Thaumcraft area, I wanted to show you guys that this guy's done quite a while ago. And then I just terminated, and I actually left the game and came back so you don't see the terminated message. But this worked out quite nice, and I'm gonna leave him for here now. I don't need him on me for the moment. And I also turned off the Bliss farm because we got 6 or 7 stacks now. And one thing, by the way, I noticed, I was half down the tank here on lava, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then I remembered in single player, when you exit and come back, the nether doesn't load automatically. So every time you come back in the game, you gotta go into the nether for a moment to load that dimension again. So your lava gets back pumped over here. Oh, this is actually a good view right here. So I set up the alchemical furnace, and 5 of these. We already had 2. I only needed to make a few more, and I needed another one for something. The alembic, that's to get the aspects. And I needed to make the infusion in order to make the core, the alchemy core, for our golem. And so research wise, you just need to click on it and you get it. Then I did the golem answer bell, the straw golem, the gather core, and the decanting core to get over here to the alchemy core. That's the one we want. And yeah, that's all I researched. Oh yeah, this one I showed you guys earlier. I just clicked on it, and I made a few night tour, one for down here and one for the core here to make it, because in order to make golems, you need to make the golem animation core, which is a night torn for brick. And then I made the decanting one out of that, which we need. That's the one in the middle here, which we need for the alchemy one, which is an infusion with a jar, 3 water bottles, and the golem animation core. And the aspects, I got the aqua and vitreous from water bottles. I thought that was the easiest. And the modus and arbor I got from trapdoors, and the Bricantatio and Ignis was the easiest. That's why I also use water jars for those. From blaze rods, get what I think 4 Ignis and 2 Bricantatio, so we have endless of that. So it's just really nice actually. And of course I set up the actual infusion setup here. And in case you guys didn't know, so I'm gonna show it to you from the top. The key to making this stable, and there's a good wiki link I'm gonna go ahead and add to the description in case you guys want to read up on that. There are certain dimensions of where it reads from this matrix. The key is symmetry to making them stable. And I went with the max amount of these arcane pedestals that you can ever need for if we ever go higher into Thaumcraft, so it's ready and set up. And I didn't want to make a lot of tallow candles or the crystal shards because we don't have that many crystals. So I just went with the heads. We can always get more of those. I used 8 zombie and 8 creeper. And again, symmetry is the most important when this thing checks. So this head right here needs to be symmetrical to this one. Okay? And for example, this zombie head needs to be symmetrical to this one. So whenever you do these things, so I believe if I would use a zombie head here and crystal cluster or something on the other side, that would not work. That would make it actually more unstable. Or unstable. That's not a word, I think, unstable. Yeah, we got more labels and more jars waiting. And I made the Golemancer spell, which is just nether quartz and a stick. What was it? I forgot. Yeah, just a stick. So all that was easy to make, and I thought that we're gonna make this infusion together here. And let me get the wand out. I also recharged some of the wands in between on the mob farm over there, but let's get this going. It should be... Oops, I gotta click up here. It should be, it's only minor instability, so I'm hoping that this is gonna be enough, this setup here. And, well, we only got 15 on the aqua, so if something happens, then it would fail because it keeps sucking the aspects until you fixed, for example, if one of these potions get knocked off or something like that. But we should be fine. So let's get this thing, and then we can set up the golem over here. And I can show you how I plan on having that guy do all the work for me. Cool, that worked. And I think that a straw golem should be enough because of the way I set it up. So what you do with the golem here is just right-click the actual furnace. Okay, don't click the spot here because then it's not tied to it. Oh, doesn't he look sad? What's up, buddy? You need a hug? Okay, and now I right-click him with this alchemy animation core, and now he's the bottler. And the way I set it up, and that works really well in the past for me, so he doesn't have any travel time. You usually don't get more than 5 aspects out of something. So I just set the bottles up like this. This guy never moves. All he does is pick it out of the alembics and then turn and put it into the jars. And I think we're just gonna try this real quick. Can always empty them. Let's just get a few of these blaze rods real quick so I can show you guys how this works. Why does it always rain when you cast? I don't understand that. I think Minecraft knows that. Alright, so we put that in here, and I just got a chest back here with more coal. Alright, you see this? Oh, I haven't bound him yet. That's why he doesn't... We're not hover mode. Okay, so now we need the bell. Now when you right click this guy, I click on this, and automatically you only need to click one, and the other ones that are connected to the first one you click, he automatically keeps filling. Now these guys don't have labels. If I would put something over here with the label, he would they would take priority over ones without a label. But once it has Ignis in one, it will only keep putting Ignis into this one. Let's say this one is full, then it would put it into another jar that's empty, and so on. And I don't care if we're gonna waste them here. I'm just gonna shift right click them when they're done to get rid of it, because we already have one with Bricantatio and Ignis. And now the thing is that from the quest, I'm gonna make a list of which ones I think we're gonna need, because unfortunately it doesn't tell us when we hover over it. I think I showed you guys that last episode. I don't know which ones these are, but looking at this, it looks to me like these are the base aspects. So that's probably air, terra, ignis, agua. What are the other two? Ordo and check the book. What are the base aspects? I forgot the last one. Air and aqua, or primal aspects they're called. Ignis, Ordo, Perditio. Yeah, that's the dark one. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna start with those. Gonna figure out what items are the best to do. Ignis, well, we already got that figured out. And the other ones I figured them out between episodes. That's no problem. So let me just get rid of this for now. Here. And this. And that. I don't need all this on me right now. And I did the tree farm. And I know from some of them I only need 1 stack or something. But I just made at least 3 stacks of each. So we got them. I don't need to worry about making more if somewhere I overlooked something or whatever. And all the cherry wood and birch wood that is left, I left in a chest over there. And I figured what we're gonna try now is the vine setup real quick to make sure that that actually works. What I said. Where's my jungle wood sapling? Okay. Listen. Gotta turn this guy off. This is so fast. With all this cow stuff. What do we have left? 15 more stacks. Okay. Yeah, here's the other wood that we have left. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go get another chest and set this up again so it works with jungle wood. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the chest and the jungle wood saplings. And we're gonna do it. Turn on the magnet real quick. I don't lose this. And we're gonna set up the exact same thing that you guys see now twice before. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh. I should remember this by now, huh? Okay, now he's out of here. Get those on. But before I turn it on, I'm gonna set this to sheer leaves. So there's gonna be a lot of excess stuff that we're gonna get. But if I'm not mistaken, I hope that it just grows big ones and not the little ones, because I don't think the little ones actually have whatchamacallit, vines. Okay, cool. So now if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you just see the vines coming through here. And all that should cool. So how many did I say we need of this? Yeah, this episode and possibly the next one is just preparing everything and, you know, getting all the items ready so we can start turning them in. So 256, that's 4 stacks. But possibly next episode we are going to be ready to turn in this one. I still gotta make the potions of poison, but we do that in the beginning of the next episode. We make these potions and then we can turn in this one quest. And this one here, I think I'm gonna get all this ready between episodes. We're gonna have the jungle leaves done after this one, and the saplings, and then I'm gonna do the same for birch, spruce, and oak. And so we can turn it at least 2 quests next time, and then keep going with the aspects and so on, and possibly, oh, because it's sheer leaves, oh, that was close. It doesn't give me any saplings back. I forgot about that. Ooh, almost lost my last saplings. Glad I had the... Okay, all right, I'm gonna keep going with this, with the vines and the leaves and so on. And let this run now for a bit to get saplings first. To get a little stock of that going so I don't lose my last ones. And I figured what I would like to do now is open some of these scrap boxes. I kept them. I didn't want to open them because I think that we can open them and we get random items, but I've never done that, so let's see what happens. I got a hoe. Wow. This is all you get, is wood parts? Really? Ooh, a cake. Well, that is... this. Single-use battery. Well, I guess it's better than nothing, because I don't know what else we can use these scrap boxes for. But that's definitely not something I would work on. Filled tin can. What is it filled with? Whatever. Okay, let me put this stuff away. So before we end this episode for today, I wanted to show you guys that I changed the setup down here to something a little more permanent. And I see I just messed it up. I just turned on the oak again, so this went into the wrong place. But now, instead of having to redo these pipes, I just changed the direction here. If I go for any fancy woods and stuff to go in the chest, and otherwise this is normal, it just goes over here. So, if we ever need to grow any other trees and stuff, I don't need to change the setup anymore. And apparently, I was being a noob. When you have the big jungle trees, you don't need to set it to sheer leaves. You can just cut it down normal with sheer leaves off, and it still gets the vines. And I actually have a lot left over in here. And you can see here, I made a bunch more pink cherry saplings. You might wonder why. When I was editing the video, I noticed here there's 64 there. And in this quest, for some reason, 128 of the white cherry, 128 of the maple, 128 of all the other ones, but the pink cherry is 1000. And I didn't see that until I saw me hover over it and editing the video, so now altogether we need 16.64 stacks or something like that, so I made 17 stacks and then some. And we got 2 stacks of junglewood saplings, 2 stacks of the leaves, spruce and oak, so I just gotta make more spruce leaves, oak leaves, and I don't have any birch saplings, so I'm gonna have to load the forest biome and get some birch saplings and do the same for that. And then I believe we have all the wooden stuff, including the living rock over there. So next episode we should be able to turn in this quest, and this quest we're gonna make the poison potions that I mentioned in the beginning, and we have plenty of bone meal from sifting. And then we'll see where we go from there. Probably gonna start with the essentia brewing and whatever else we see that is easier to do. You guys hear that? And I have these pages open. They lag me so hard. I don't understand. Turn it off. Everything is fine. Anyways, I know it wasn't a very exciting episode, but it needs to get done, and I don't want to do everything off camera because then all we can do is turn in quests together. And next episode we see if we can explore one of these hell biomes and see if we need to silk touch the overgrown netherrack, or if we can just break it and it gives it to us, and so on. So hopefully we're gonna have a little more excitement in the next episode, and But if not, it gotta get done. There's a lot of grindy stuff to do, and we want to summon that planet, right? Okay, as always, if you liked the episode, I appreciate a thumbs up. And until next time, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.